Hello, my name is Lisa and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be working on a no glue pocket. Or really, I should call it pockets because you can put quite a few things and use this quite a few different ways to make pockets. This is inspired from Roxy's Weekly Challenge, not Waxy. Roxy's Weekly Challenge number 2. I don't remember. It'll be in the description. So it is inspired by hers. It's not exactly like hers, because that's usually how I roll. I'll see something and then I'll put my own twist on it, go from there. And I think a lot of people who do videos hopefully feel the same way, is show something that they've done, but then you take it to your own, make it your own. I mean, that's what I hope you do, is you see something on my channel at some point and then you turn around and make it your own. That makes me the happiest. So yeah, so not my original idea, it's actually Rachel's, if I remember to do the link below. But this is super simple, and I should be able to mass make something. So like I said, this is a no glue project. It's just folded together. I've created a couple tags here. There's a pocket here. Technically, the way it gets folded, there is a pocket on the side over here too. And if you put it in a certain way, it actually does stop. And then if you can then use this as happy mail. Send it out to somebody. Put some other stuff in there. Put other things in the pocket and send it off. Or you could glue it to a page. So I just got a random page that I have sticking in my pile here. So you could pull that out. You could glue it to the page, 3 sides this way, and in the back you could have a pocket there, and you would still have a pocket on the side here because it is open. You could glue the top and the bottom and be able to have a full-blown belly band that goes through that way, or you could glue this inside and not use it for anything. You could put something in there for the belly band and also in the pocket and have something in the belly band. So many ways to put pockets and things like that in there. But wouldn't that be cute? Glue to a pocket. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this, and like I said, it's extremely simple. So I've pulled together some papers. I'm going to fold them all and then we'll probably decorate some stuff. Rachel used digitals that were from her own private stash of letters, and I guess this is how she got the idea, because it appears the way they were folded is this how they used to mail letters before they had the gummed things. They would fold it a certain way and then put a seal on it and stamp it and mail it off. So she has taken her copies of those letters and refolded them down to look like that. So they're very cool. I don't have any of those, but I did have some digitals that I think could work, because you really truly need something that has, the top part has some sort of focal points you want to use. This one didn't. This was just plain old grid paper, but that I was able to go and decorate it. But if you want something focal, a focal point on there, like this would have been the address to the envelope, you want to have start with digitals 8.5 by 11 that are going this way. So I got a couple like invoices, things. I've got some scripts. It'd be fun to decorate a ledger. But then I thought, so of course I want to go a little bit farther, and I've got some floral book pages. This is from a Victorian floral album I have. Some of the pages go, the book goes like this. This is the normal page for the book, but some of them are this way. And so I picked 2 of those that I could fold up, look like 8.5 by 11s. I took some 12 by 12 papers that I had that I thought could be fun to have a focal point. This lace I thought would be fun to fold. Rulers, this kind of, I don't know, it looks like advertisements, fun stuff. Cards, and then I've got a book page. I've used this in quite a few things that I thought would be kind of fun to have the font on there. Typography in wood at the top, but that'd be kind of cool. So we're going to go ahead and fold all these, and I'll show you how that's done. And then, like I said, we could probably go ahead and decorate some, but these are so quick and fast. You will be amazed if you've not seen Rachel doing it. All right, so these were digitals, and what I wanted to show you, oh, I think I cut it off. Yeah, I think I cut them all off. If it's got the white lines on the outsides, I don't think I have any handy. It doesn't matter the way it gets folded. The only one that you really have to cut off if you have the borders is the top part. That's the only part that gets seen. So if you wanted to, because this ends up being, because I cut it off, closer to 8 inches. Not really, probably 11, yeah, 10 and a half. But it'll still work. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it up for the pocket. And this is really how big you want it to be. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to what it is, but I think that's a good mark. And I'm gonna grab I'm gonna ink the top of this, because once it gets folded, it's kind of hard to ink that. So, okay. And I did it wrong. We're not gonna fold it. We're gonna fold the 2 sides in first. So we're gonna fold the 2 sides in about 2 inches. Give or take a little bit. It doesn't have to meet in the back exactly. Because it is not a seam. Now, if you are going to keep this as Happy Mail and you want the person who's getting it to be able to open it up and you want to print on the other side, you can. I believe, yeah, Rachel had hers double printed because she had the inside of the letter and the outside of the letter. I'm not going to use mine where they ever open up again, so I saved myself some ink, and I did not double print it, and like the normal scrapbook pages, they do not have anything on the back side either. So 2 options, double print or not double print. Okay, so back to the instructions. All right, so we folded 2 sides in together. Now we're gonna fold the front part up, how far we want it to look for the focal. And then we're gonna take the back part and fold that in. And we just have to fold it in so it's past, I'll do it this way, so it's past the front of it, because we're going to need to tuck this in. So this is the only part that's a little fiddly. We're going to take these 2 flaps and we're going to tuck them into those 2 flaps. And it looks like, oh, it's never going to work, but all of a sudden it slides in and it has worked. And there you go. Now this one I put higher here. There's not much of a depth in there, but it will still work. Grab one of my, I just have tall skinny ones here. It'll still work for a pocket in the front here, and it'll still work for pockets in the side. If you want to, you could thumb hole it. I would probably do that before, because it's harder to do it when you're not seeing it, obviously. And there you go. There is one pocket. Fun. All right, so let's go ahead and fold some more, and we get a little more practice in. And we can say, how's your day going? Hopefully well. I just want to, it's been a few, I pre did some videos last week, and that were mostly the ones that were shot this week, because I knew I was going to have a pretty busy week. So I haven't been on pretty much since then, but the in the Chicago area on Monday and Sunday and Monday, we had some super storms coming through. Lots of them. Not huge ones, but just a ton of them. And last I heard, between Sunday and Monday, there was over 30 tornadoes in the Chicagoland area. Now, one of them actually, an EF, I think it was a 0. I don't know if it was a 1. I think it was a 1. An EF1 hit the high school that my son went to, which is about a mile away, not too far, obviously, and took part of its roof off. Nothing huge, you know, it's not permanently damaged, but quite a bit of the roof came off. It was windy here. It didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. Come on, fold. There we go. But it's always a little scary. For that, cute. I like how that came out like that. Now, of course, I forgot to, as I'm saying it, ink that pocket and do any sort of thumb hole. But that can be done. This inking can be done later. Whoop. I wonder if this would work now. Come on. There's something stuck in there? Nope. And it just doesn't want to go in there because it's, there we go. That's a fun thumb hole. Yeah, cute. So that was kind of disturbing. I found out a couple days later that it had hit. It wasn't the same day, but I was like, yeah, that's, again, way too close. If you've ever been to my Etsy store, I have the About section in there. Has a story of how I started my Sunset Maple business. And basically it was, gotta move this closer here, why I named it Sunset Maple. And it was because back when the dreaded COVID was around, I was working in Joann Fabrics and wearing the masks, and it was awful. I hated it. It was just, and other things too. It wasn't just that, but just how we were treated, how people were treated, blah, blah, blah. I just got fed up August of 2020 and just up and quit. So, at that point, you know, didn't know what I was going to do kind of deal. I was thinking about starting a business and had investigated before I even quit about laser printers. Thought I could do some stuff, and 3 days after I quit, a derecho, windstorm, tornado, microburst, whatever, came through, and we have 3 sunset maples in the back of our yard, and the middle one ended up, the center part of the tree ended up snapping off and falling down. It's huge. There's a lot of tree that fell, basically. And I decided to call my store, whatever, Sunset Maple, because of the resilience of that tree that withstood all that wind and still was standing tall, still hanging on there, thriving, even though it got knocked down and had to, not really start again, but had to become new. You know, it was a tree with part of it missing. So I decided to name my store the Sunsetmaplestudio after the tree. So fast forward, whoops, I forgot. I guess I really should cut both. Oh no, it's gonna get tucked in, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I should cut that part out, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, so again, that one hit a little, not as close as the one that was in 2020, but still close enough to go, oh geez, we're kind of, you know, dodging a bullet, as they say. knock on wood kind of deal. But the other interesting fact on the whole thing is they were talking about the city of Chicago had five or six separate tornadoes that hit between Sunday and Monday in the actual proper of Chicago. And in recorded history, since like, I don't know, not maybe in the recorded history, but since the 50s or something, there's only been 13 reported tornadoes in Chicago. And on that day, there was 5. So, like, crazy amount compared to what they normally get. Okay. So, this is, the words are there, and the flowers are supposed to go this way. But I'm thinking, if I fold this up like that, it's not going to be as interesting as if I fold that up. I think that's going to be prettier as a focal point. And I can always put a label on there to make that go the right way. So, I think we're going to do that. Once the label's there, no one will know that it is an upside down flower, unless you know that flower. But I think, I could see a flower growing that way instead of hanging down. I mean, sure, whatever this flower is does grow like that, but yeah. Okay. So much for the weather report and the history of my existence. But I was just folding papers and yeah. There we go. So cute, right? All right, so I'm not going to fold another one of those flowers because we've seen it, but let's go ahead and let's fold some of the scrapbook papers. These should be fun. Almost a shame that a lot of this advertising has to go away, but something that like this probably doesn't even have to be decorated. Right? I don't think I'm going to cut a notch out there because it would go into that advertisement. Cute, right? All right, let's see what this lacing looks like. And I think I want that one on the top. So, and I don't think it really matters if that side's bigger than this because it really is not necessarily. There we go. It's not seen at all to know that that side's bigger than the rest. The only thing that I worry about is if you're, like I said, folding something and you want to make sure that you have something centralized, you might want to fold it that way to be able to get that to go. But it's really, as you can tell, very very forgiving. This needs a thumb hole. There we go. So cute, right? All right. I'm gonna do my book page and then go and decorate a couple things. I think I think by now you've got the idea of how we can go ahead and do this and make just a ton of these. Now this one I didn't even straighten up. It got ripped right out of the book. A little crooked here though. It got ripped right out of the book, and I didn't even fix the part of the binding because it was not necessary. Because it's hidden. Okay. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I want to put a thumb hole because I got those words right there. So I think I'm gonna just ink it. Now this book page is a little bit thicker, so it's taking a little bit more effort to burnish it down, but it definitely works. It's definitely easier to fold the lightweights digitals or scrapbook paper, but book pages are totally doable. Just needs a little bit more bone folding, and there you go. Cute, right? I love it. Okay, so I got a whole bunch. I mean, how long it took to make those? Not long. All right, so I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna gather some supplies to go ahead and decorate these. All right, I am back. I ended up making the rest of the papers because I couldn't stop. And I pulled together some stuff to decorate a few here. So I was thinking something along the lines of this. Just need something simple, maybe a little flower. So I have these washi flowers that could go. They're kind of muted colors. It could be kind of fun. Something like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, so we're gonna have it leaning down a little bit. That'll wrap around a little bit. Yeah, I like it. Maybe a tiny label there. I got my Days Gone By by Tracy Fox, I believe, or is Junk Journal Studio? Oh shoot, I forget now. Did I write it down? I did not. I think it's Junk Journal Studio. I'm 99.9% positive. Okay. All right, and some glue. Almost forgot, I actually have to glue something. All right, put it right above there. Yeah, cute, simple, right? Like I said, then you just take, of course I know cards handy, but you just take a couple journal cards and stick them in there, glue them down, and super cute, right? Okay, I did pull some stuff specifically for this one because I thought that was kind of a fun color, so I was thinking about putting this on there with a butterfly. Maybe I'll just put those two, or those two. It gets too complicated with that, so I really like that one. That is a better base for a butterfly. Okay. Put that there, and we're going to put the butterfly right there. I always cut their, not always, I usually cut their antennas off because they're so hard to fiddly cut, and I use a pen, or I realize I got that new Tombow brown marker, so that'll work just fine for that. And I'm probably not mad about another little label in there. How about a Saturday matinee for 5 cents? How's that sound? Sounds good. Too bad I can't cut straight. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard to cut straight when it's like not even an inch long, but it appears I figured out a way. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I pulled a bunch of birds here too, which I thought could be kind of fun. Birds on rural, but they probably need something to sit on. So I think that's a little too thick. So let's can't pick up the bird. Yeah, I think that'll work okay. I'm gonna put some sort of label up there. I think I'll just wrap that around. Okay. So as I was pulling some of this stuff, I think I'm gonna wrap her tail around too. I recently have been kind of thinking about maybe getting myself a machine that will fussy cut things. I originally was looking into the Brothers Scan & Cut, but they're pretty expensive. Because I thought it'd be kind of interesting to be able to take, you know, I've got bird pages that from books. Supposedly you're supposed to be able to scan them in and then select how to cut around it and then do the fussy cutting. I think most of the stuff that now that I've been working on is the digitals, and I see that the Cricut now, which I never realized, you can manipulate it in Cricut and have it fussy cut things out. So I've been thinking about that. So I was wondering, does anybody have a Cricut machine that they use to fussy cut things out? Oh, I got those tickets too. Need something a little smaller. But yeah, so I was wondering if anybody had any thoughts, advice to me on possibly yes, no, getting a Cricut, best thing I ever did, worst thing I ever did. Maybe blue. I'd love to get your, ooh, I like that. I'd like to get your input on it. Of course, I believe I will be asking for it as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. Okay, I didn't think about that. I folded those over and I kind of sealed the pocket so I can remember I can go from this way if I glue it on. Put it on that page. But that is something I tend not to do anyway, is I forget to put things on. This should be on this side of the book versus this. I like it. I still think something could go down there. but maybe just a blank label. Too late. Nobody's perfect. There we go. Not really blank, but blank enough. Yeah, much better. Yeah, so I've kind of been, researching, watching Google or YouTube videos, because that's how you research nowadays, right? Cute, I like it. All right, which one should we do next? We try to put something on this one. I do still have this. That would be fun. Put it halfway. Oh, I like that. And maybe I'm gonna cut it because I don't wanna waste half of this because it's pretty. Okay, let's go this way. Save that. Yeah, very nice. All right, and I need to block that to remember. So maybe a pink ticket on that. That could work. An Elton John concert in 1982. That could be fun. Or the Beatles in the Plaza Ballroom. I think that goes too far. I do like that one. Okay. Yeah, let's do that one. Alright, you can see that there's something behind it, but you really can't tell that it was upside down, which is beautiful. That's the way I wanted it to be. And we'll get that. Love it. Yeah, cute. And maybe a little butterfly. Not a big one. Maybe a little butterfly. Okay, I think we'll go with the pink and black. Beautiful. You could stuck something up there too, but I'm always leery about, oops, lost a couple butterflies. Always leery about putting stuff where it could get roughed up with things going in and out, you know. Yeah, cute. Okay. All right, how about this lace one that's pretty plain? Let's see. I do kind of like those birds. And let's see if we can. what if the birds stand on the sign, the ticket, whatever you want to call it, and then the flowers up in the corner. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to put that there. All right, I'm going to wrap it around, but I'm going to tuck it in so I don't lock the pocket. Okay. And I'm going to put the label on this side. With the same thing. We'll wrap around, but don't lock the pocket. And then we'll put the birds there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cute. I like it. All right. Now, I like this. I pulled these things because they kind of looked pretty ancient looking. I like that on there, but I don't see anything else that I like to have go with that. Right off the top of my head. That's very pretty. I like that. I think I like that better. All right, let's do that. Gonna ink the edge where I ripped a little bit just to knock down the paper. Go. I do like those numbers better. Oh, I think I kind of like that. The Van Bibber and Company. And a good old rotary dial. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I like the color, but I don't know if it's just too big. No. I think it might be too big. This I could cut down though. It's not perforated, but yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, I like it. Okay, well, I think maybe I've gone a bit far enough. Or have I? I got all the, I got the lace, the book page, that one, those done. This one, like I said, this one is going to be the best one, where I just use a flower. Right in there. There's that purple letters down there. Maybe track down a small purple butterfly too. Yeah, I like how that washi goes away. It almost looks like it was a rub-on. Interesting. I might like that. I'm gonna see if I can find a small purple butterfly though. Well, I seem to be having a stickage issue here with this lace book I put in there. I've not used this lace at all for anything. I wonder if I should try to use it. It needs to be darker behind it. That's a bummer. Well, at least it comes off. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that's necessarily darker to put it on at the moment. You really can't see it. It's really kind of light. This might have been quite the bust. I'll have to play with that. See if I can figure out how to get that to work better. Okay. But I digress. All right, so back to the purple butterfly. I think you are too bright. are better, but and I might not have a shade that's going to work very well with, because it's kind of that lilac color. Is not really pink or purple. Not totally a fan. All right, maybe, oops, maybe we just skip it for now. Well, look at you being kind of pretty. Didn't see that coming, did you? I didn't either. Okay, I think I'm not going to put that on. I think that's enough. There's enough stuff on there. Okay. All right, let me push this stuff to the side and show you up close what I finished today, because we got a lot done. We definitely got a lot done. All right, so I'm not sure which ones, I forgot which ones I did on camera earlier, but these are undecorated with the cards, scrapbook paper, another digital scrapbook paper, and the other book page. But the ones that we got done today, that one's really pretty. I love that butterfly. Kind of, it really just jumped out of the bag saying use me. And then this one's kind of fun with the ticket and the rotary dial. I like it. And then the sweet birds with the peach floral flower. Yeah, I like it. And another pretty in pink. And our bluebirds with the blue ticket. I really like that one. It's probably that might be my favorite. And nice graphic one for that. And then quite simple, but I think stated pretty well, the flower and the label. So, well, I hope you liked that video, and I hope you like my take on Roxy's weekly challenge. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I love to hear from everybody. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Got lots of fun videos coming up. Got a new journal that'll be coming up shortly, 50s themed. It's got pinks and blues in there, so I'm kind of thinking that might be able to go in there. Yeah, fun. All right, that's going to be it for me today. As usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.